The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Going over the top. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He's got his man. And he's dragged down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Now from inside the red zone. And it's caught!
job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. The QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Ayuk. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Ward. And he's got it! Touchdown! Georgia Tech! On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with him and forced the fumble.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Coming after it. At the 35, he's got room. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Pressure coming. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. To the air. It's Ward. They're working that left side. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy down. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Keeps the play going. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going downfield for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
To the air, it's Jordan. Floating away. The throw. This time it's complete. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Working that left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Gain of 35 on the play.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Defense in press coverage. Looking to buy time. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jordan. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving.
Get off the hip.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. A 1st down for the offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 21, Florida State 14.
14. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jordan. Right back to the well. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback will audible. They go to the ground. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
From the gun, give on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Reads it, fires complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Just feeds the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
All right, fourth quarter now. You're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Dude, man, it's what I do. It's what I do.
Touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. He's got it. They convert the
This is what I do, man. Let's go.
Here in the fourth. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Going up top on first down.
That's what we do, man. Let's go, boy. Come on. Let's go.
Sacked at the 12. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
That's what we do, dog.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On second down, he's looking downfield. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. It came down to the...
They didn't count it. Man, I hate EA. They didn't count it. I left as soon as it ended. I hate EA. Safe. I held X, skip every single cutscene. They didn't count it. Man.
The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the offense. They're going to throw it again. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Got it! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. First down for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Got it in the middle. It's Flowers. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Flowers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Texas 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Jordan. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Milroe. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Looking to the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically.
He wants to take the top off. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Grabbed in the middle, it's Branch. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Carson, go score, Carson, go
Trying
score.
to take it back.
Go score, boy, go score.
Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Fires to the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, no! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burden. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They get to him as he throws. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. A return there would have just... he'll boot it away to start the game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. And the Knowles look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man to the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Just plowing ahead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense not showing press coverage. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Complete downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be fires deep toward the end zone.
Wow.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing.
Let's go.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Feeling some heat.
Let's go,
And
boy.
here
No
comes the
joke.
pressure, and there he goes down again. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Looking.
Lost one deep down the right side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Cincinnati 0.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as sausage, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the Bears pick up and a first down for this offense. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Going to try to get it himself.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Now on first down for this offense. Corners are going to bail. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Burden. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll just keep swinging it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bearcats! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Okay.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
That's that.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be a
Launch one high and deep.
What score is it?
He's got it down the right side.
What score is it?
Open runway ahead. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he puts through the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Milroe. On target to the
Just
left.
too far from each other,
Defense
man.
on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
He'll take a shot.
Devin.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida State 31, Cincinnati 14.
And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Bearcats are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. They'll run play action, trying to get to it.
Let's go, boy. Come on, boy. Let's go. No.
Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun to Gibb, looking for room. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh. They're hurting this defense.
Just sledgehammer.
Oh, yeah. Get him out of here.
And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Red Wolves want to crank the tempo.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving. He'll throw one to his right. And he's got it inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Stopped after making the catch. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man.
Somebody get
a little hole.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Line gets set, first down.
Let's see.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and
Thanks,
they
bro.
have a first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State senior.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Back to throw, it's Jordan.
Okay.
Gonna let it fly.
Mose.
A strike
Mose.
downfield.
Mose.
Touchdown,
Let's go.
Florida State.
Let's go.
And once
Let's
he
go.
found some
Let's go.
daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
He's looking on the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The Red Wolves want to move quickly. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Arkansas State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying to bully their way in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play call.
Brings it down on the right side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Offense getting set for 1st down. These corners going to give them some space. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Plows through the defense.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They're bringing heat.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch past the sticks. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Here's a 1st down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. He's going to pass. And they got him for the sack. They'll immediately call timeout.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see the defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Home, the ball's free.
Let's go. Bottled up, and now it's first. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the 1st down.
Wiggles free. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Jordan. It's complete to the left. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arkansas State.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Eso.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to move it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.
That's free.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Going to the run to start this second half.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the pace, understanding that extra guy was coming and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Quarterback will audible. To throw, it's Jordan. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Play, please.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. From the gun. Coming after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
These are plays that don't show up in the stats, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off his red zone chance.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
He just teleported.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
He just teleported.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Defense playing a bail technique. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Milrow. Using the quick game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Tackled immediately after the catch. The Red Wolves look to do some damage in the red zone. On second down, wants to throw. Escapes. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Arkansas State. They've got the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Should be a touchdown.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Breaks the tackle.
Wow, that's sad. I'm on the tackle.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Quarterback checking the play.
Ready. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Discards a man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off a tackle. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Into the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Handoff to the single back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. On the move. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Oh, let's go.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it.
It's intercepted.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Seminoles. What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return.
There's more than that.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play in the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Going up top on first down.
Milroe's looking. Milroe was down.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. He wants to pass it on second down.
Milroe's under risk. Milroe throws. It's intercepted. And that's your ball game.
Intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick.